So for those that are watching, this is another day of On Top Tuners Garage. So if you guys know, I had my 2010 Genesis. At the moment I got it back on the ground, but it wasn't jacks. Of course, with my car being so low, I ran over a power hole and it was causing an issue. So now I got the car back on the ground. If you guys haven't known from my last videos, I was having an issue with my lug nuts with them being corroded. But you come right here, and when I went to go take them off, they would snap. As you can see, that one, as soon as you hit with the impact, it got torn off. So I got all new studs and spacers. Studs and lug nuts to go with it. But also got spacers to go with the front. As you can tell, there's not much space to fill in, and you can see from all the rubbing and non-clearance that I have already, you know, I wasn't clearing anything. But I got some camber bolts I'm going to throw in there, which I'll show you guys in a second. So let me show you guys what I got in store for you guys. Alright, so here we are. I got you guys set up in my toolbox just so I have free hands at the moment. So this is what we got so far. So we got new lug nuts. So these are all 20. They came in a pack. There's nothing special. Just so you guys can see it. I got that. And then these are the camber bolts. These are going to be used. Take them out the bag. These are going to be used to give me more angle in the front. So it has a little lope. If you guys can see, there's like an actual lope in there, which that's going to give us our positive camber or negative camber, which of course we want negative at the moment just to make it fit. So those are going to be for the front, both wheels. And then just to get it a little more stance, we went ahead just now to open ahead and got some spacers, which these spacers are from Muteki. It might be backwards on you guys' screen, but that is what there. And do we got anything else? Nope. So that's it. So we got some lug nuts. We got extended lugs, which I'll show you guys right here. These are extended, so they're about like 1.5 inches, I would say. Yeah, maybe like 1.5 inches length. And that's going to clear this and the lug. So I'm going to go ahead and get that teared away, tear it apart, and then let's see where we are at. Alright, so a quick update. I got the wheel off. I mean, a little easier than I thought. There's only one lug nut that was having an issue, which I had snapped a couple weeks ago. I just wanted to wait till I got the lug nuts to replace. So I just got to knock every stud out. Hopefully, I'm going to take my trusty old hammer and just bust it right through. Giggity. So hopefully it just comes right out. And then I just got to take out, I believe it's this one, which of course I'll check before I make sure for the actual camber. Pretty sure it's this one. And then I'll adjust that, and then should be good to go. I mean, I'm not rushing it. I don't need the car back tomorrow. I got my other truck I could drive, so I'm just taking my time, make sure I do it right, clean up the edges, except for that one, of course. I mean, most likely I'm probably getting a wide body fender. I just wanted to see, you know, when I start drifting, how bad. Yeah, this thing is pretty chewed. If you guys can see that. It won't focus. But besides that, everything else looks pretty good. Coilovers aren't leaking, which is a good thing. They're a little rusty, but I mean, that's how things get over time. So get back to work. Go ahead, clean this up. Knock this out. To be honest, I do have rotors. I should put the rotors on. I have new rotors that I never put on. I had them for about, I want to say, almost 3 or 4 months now, and didn't decide to put them on yet, which I'm probably not going to. Alright guys, so here's another day of On Top Tuners Garage. I still got my Genesis all taken apart. As you guys can see, I'm back here in the shed, and I thought I had a solution to my problem, which, if I bring you over here, you can see that this is the wheel hub for my front wheel, and all the studs are taken out of it. So I go to put the longer studs in, which I'll show you in a second. Alright, so here we are again. Here's the wheel hub, and here is the stock stud. So this is the length that'll sit at, about right here, about a little longer with it being pushed in. Here is the extended one, about, again, when it's pushed in. Problem is, I can't get it to go any further than about technically where it's at right now. For some reason, these teeth are much longer than the stock one. So I decided to customize it and trim it down as best as possible, even though I know that's not a good idea. You can see this little, well, not little, but this little mess up right here is from trying to bang it in without grinding it down, because usually that's what you're supposed to do, but since it wasn't working, I ended up messing with the threads, which I can fix later on. So here is the stock one, which I'll put right next to the aftermarket one, and you'll be able to see the difference in teeth. It goes a lot higher than the one on the right. So I decided to cut it, which then we have this one right here, to the best of ability to make it fit. And I decided to cut it even a little lower to see if I can make it fit, because it still wasn't working. And I'm still at the fact that this does not sit flush with the wheel hub. I messaged the company. I told them that the issue that we was having. I told them that maybe there was a mix-up with the order, and we'll see what we could do. They responded back to me saying that take a picture and we'll go from there. So I sent them a picture, and they responded back saying that those are the right studs, which they said that before I ended up cutting or grinding it down per se, and I still can't get them to fit. So I'm at the situation where my car is all taken apart. I don't feel like ordering more studs, which I could go back to the stock ones and just get spacers, or I could spend another $70 and get extended ones. But again, I still gotta wait 3 or 4 days, and I'm trying to get my car back as quick as possible. So that's why I try to grind them down. Again, not the safest bet or safest idea ever, but I mean, I've done worse ideas. So my plan was to do all 10 of these, which are for the front, and I guess that's not gonna work. So I'm trying to think of an idea to get this thing done, because again, my car is up in front. I have other things to do, and I have more things to come. Alright, so we're back again with the solution. With me grinding it down and beating the hell out of it, I was able to finally get the thing to slide in after chewing numbers and numbers of brand new threads. Numerous of brand new threads. So I gotta go out, get a tap and die set. Of course, things are never easy, so I'm gonna try to keep as many threads as clean as possible. So even if I, have to wait on getting the tap and die set a day or two, I don't have to do all of them all over again. Shitty as it seems, I did 3, and I got, 6 more to go. There's missing one. There's one over there. So just so you know, I can't count or not. There's one over there. Then hopefully I can get the one side going, and of course I gotta go do the other side. Yeah, shitty. So here's the finished project, guys. After all that hard work, I was finally able to get this on. Of course, this is just a finished look of it without the caliper on. You got the spacer, and then you have the rotor here, which to be honest, I think this is the wrong rotor, so I gotta take this back off anyways. But I sprayed it down with brake cleaner. Of course, this is only a drill rotor, not slotted. I was trying to go for something cleaner, a cleaner look. Well, hopefully I could do the other side, which I already cut them down. If this will adjust. There we go. Yep, so I already cut it down. Ready to put in the other hub. Just gotta take everything apart. And then I gotta go ahead while I'm at it, throw on the camber bolts, which for both sides I haven't done it. And just to show you guys, of course my garage is still a mess as usual. So again, car still in the air, which I believe it's been in the air for day 3. Got everything taken apart all the way down. I just again take this top bolt out right here, and that's going to give me more adjustment toe angle, I believe, which of course you want negative toe angle. Here's the old rotor, which is all rusty because it rained the other day. It looks yellow, but it's orange. And then I just gotta do the other side. So hopefully I can get everything done, and then I got a surprise for you guys hopefully in the next video. Alright, hose back on. Get a better picture with the extended lug nuts on there already. Got the 4 bolts in the back. I believe they're 15 millimeters. You got 1, 2, and then 2 on the other side. Probably throw the new rotor on. Just gonna spray with brake cleaner. But I gotta take that top bolt out first. Go to see what I could do with that. I mean, it's getting late. But it's like what I like to call rush hour. So try to knock out as much as I can before it gets too late. Other than that, about the threads, I want to inspect them. I want to put the rotor on if they're behind the rotor, which if I can get a good angle. Like those, there's like 4 messos right there. If I can get a good angle, if I can put the rotor on top of it and it's not, going to hit it, because most likely the lug nuts itself are going to come out to like, they should only be about right here. So I should have enough space, not to hit any fucked up threads, but we'll see.